Hey guys, this is Rachel Youngson from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. We are here for our weekly PLR Power Hour. This is where people come to talk about their PLR resources, carve out an hour of their time to work on their PLR, and a lot of folks like to come because they can connect with other people in their business and showcase what they are and build a community. So, welcome everybody. Welcome. Pam, did you want to lurk or chat today? If you could just put that in the chat box. Either way is totally fine. And Miss Angel, I am just waiting to get to you, ma'am. I'm so excited to see you. Sure, Pam. Yeah, I'm going to go, how this works is I'll go ahead and unmute you and we can chit chat. I'm excited to have you here too. Hi, Pam.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good. I'm excited to be here.
I'm really excited to have you here. I love it when we do these power hours. It gets me all jazzed for my whole week. So are you currently, well, actually, let's start here. Tell us a little bit about you, Pam, if you don't mind.
Well,
I mean, like, as in, are you using PLR? What's your business niche and things like that?
I am one of those people who have a very large collection of PLR and don't know what to do with it.
Okay, great. Well, it's good news is you've come to the right place. We will get you straightened out. So there's, before we start talking about, before we go any further, I did want to let you know that there's also, if you're trying to figure out how to use your PLR, Kelly McCausey does a PLR implementation hour, and she does that on Wednesdays. And you can find information on that in the Love People Make Money Facebook group run by Kelly McCausey. So just a tip, because I know that they also help figure out how to implement and get rid of all that stuff, that kind of builds up over time. So so great. So do you use any PLR, or are you kind of just a collector at this point?
I have used some, but I'm more of a collector.
It's totally okay. It happens, and it's so hard, especially when like you are in a certain niche, and all these great sales come. You just it's hard not to collect that. So I totally get it. Do you have any specific questions about PLR in general, or how to use PLR? And then after that, I'd really like to hear a little bit about your business, because one thing we love to do here is we love to connect people if at all possible. So like sometimes we'll do a member spotlight of the week, and we share that with the community and things like that, so that we all kind of help each other with our networks here. So how do you have any questions about PLR, or do you feel is there anything specific about PLR? And you can say no, by the way. Sometimes people do, and it's totally okay.
One of the things that I'm not quite sure how to use it is when they give us the sales page and the thank you page and that type of thing. How do I upload that, and how do I use that?
Yeah, no problem. So there is we actually did a full webinar on this with Kate Rigger from PLR Pump. And there is actually, I am a creator, so I don't actually use like the sales pages and things. I just know how to make them. But Kate showed everybody how to use a free tool. Do you have a WordPress blog?
I do.
Perfect, because you can do this all for free. and it's called Elementor, and she gives a total walkthrough of how to go from start to finish. And essentially what she does, you know, some folks, they'll take it and put it in FileZilla, or I'm sorry, like Composer or something. But what Kate showed us how to do was just take what you got and copy it and put it into WordPress. So it looks very much the same, but it's easy to edit, and you don't have to fool with anything outside of WordPress. It's really nice. So let me grab that link for you, and I will put that in the chat box. And yeah, it's a totally free tool, and I can get you the direct site for Elementor as well if you'd like. But yeah, it's, you know, I've always been, it's always kind of been like a sticking point for me as well before this, because it was like, well, you know, I know some of my clients are more tech savvy than myself, you know, and so I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I know how to make it, and I know that they upload it somewhere and they do whatever to it, but I don't know what to do with it. So this is it's super simple, super easy. And I think that what we should do is, if you have any questions after you see it, or if you want me to answer anything specific after you have a chance to kind of digest it, we can totally do that. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good.
Okay, great, great. Is there anything else that you want to talk about today?
No.
No worries, no worries. Did you want to share anything about your business today? You don't have to. Some folks do. Some folks like have affiliate programs, and so if they make a product, they like to share it with the group, and then we'll give them a shout out on our email list as well. Others don't, so it's totally up to you if you want to talk about your business.
My business is as confused as my PLR stuff. I have a couple of websites that are affiliate based. I have worked on and created some low content books. I have written a regular book. I can't seem to stick to one thing.
That's really exciting, though. My gosh. Wow. Right, just getting that out there, especially that regular book. That's really impressive. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So is there, I assume then that there's not like a specific overall niche that you are more interested in?
One of my websites is pregnancyinfonet.com. And I would love to have feedback on it.
Would you mind if I pulled it up right now in front for everybody?
That's fine.
Okay, great, great. So pregnancyinfonet.com.
Correct.
Okay, great. So Angel and Carol, feel free to, as I'm talking to Pam, please feel free to give additional feedback in the chat box for her. And let's see here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that header.
Thank you.
Sure. So is there a shopping cart on this page, or is this totally affiliate links?
It is totally information, actually. I just am learning about the affiliate links that I can put on it, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that.
Okay.
But some of my posts are PLR, so I did use that, and some I wrote.
Yeah, PLR is great for these blog posts, and there is, when you are ready to start putting your affiliate links in there, there is another WordPress plugin called Pretty Links that you can also use for free, and you can basically it will let you make that link anything you want. So the beginning of it will be your website name, and then it'll be like / pregnancy belly, you know, whatever you want to name
Okay.
it. So it's really easy to use. It lets you see how many people are clicking and stuff. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a way to kind of track things too. Another thing that you can do with your blog posts is if they are related to each other, you can always have your blog posts and also turn them into like little reports that folks can download and exchange for an email, or they can just download for free. So as an example of that, over at Use PLR, we do that. We have this free PLR training. All of these reports can actually be found as blog posts if people like really wanted to dig through the site. And so essentially, like if I do a blog post series of like 5 related blog posts, which can all be PLR, then I will, at the end of that, bundle it up into a report. And then folks, it kind of catches their eye, the report part, more so than digging through and getting it. And I don't feel bad about doing it, honestly, because it's all free. Like if I was charging for something that they could find for free, I'd feel a little bit bad. But so that's just an idea. And let's see, are you, oh, Angel has a suggestion for you as well. She said, another option to create your sales pages is Katra or lead pages. Yes. You know what, Angel, that is great. I haven't, what is it Kartra or Kartra? Yeah, that's right. I have never used Kartra. Angel, I think, would be more than happy to speak with us a little bit to that. Lead Pages is a monthly service. They make web pages and you just link it into your WordPress site. A lot of folks don't have any issues with it. I am like a Lead Pages idiot. So if you chose to go that route, I would recommend that you do some more research, or even connect with others in the group who might have access to that because I always break mine. So I don't think it would be very fair of me to tell you otherwise. Let's see. And as far as the theme itself, there are, once you're ready, you don't have to do anything now. For now, I personally would just focus on getting those links, affiliate links set up, keeping the content going, and getting eyeballs here. That would be my focus, because you can always grow from there. But when you're ready, if you ever make your own products, even from PLR, one thing I would recommend is that you get your site secure. So up here where it would say HTTP, it would say HTTPS, and that would mean secure.
Okay.
And that basically means when you have a shopping cart on this site, it protects you. So if you ever get to that point, let me know. I have somebody who will do it. He's very trustworthy. He's very quick and very affordable. But if you're ever interested in that, you can let me know. The other thing is, when you're ready, like maybe when you have a few bucks to put back in, you might want to look at different themes. So there is a website called Thrive Architect. I didn't use it for the longest time, but my business coach uses it, and once she actually showed me how to use it, I loved it. And that is what we use over here at Whole Food PLR. All of this was done with Thrive Architect. So it like showcases what we have. It has testimonials, and like this guarantee, it's at the bottom of every page that I create. I don't have to do anything to make it go there. It's just automatically there. And it takes very little time to create pages, and then I can save them as templates. So that's one thing I would recommend, is maybe looking into a theme that works for you. Doesn't have to be mine. Something that works for you that's kind of easy, and lets you kind of roll with the punches a little bit easier. Anything else? Does anyone else have any idea, anything? Angel says your banner looks very official. And I think she is very right. I love that banner. Yeah, and like Angel said, hey, Greg, like Angel said, it really goes back to what is easiest for you, you know. Sometimes when we're on these, like when you hear things from other people, especially people who seem to be in a different place in your business than maybe you are, it seems easy to be like, oh, I've done that many times. Like, I'll try lead pages, and then like $300 later, I'm like, you know what, if I can never figure out how to hook it up, and I'm an idiot, I probably shouldn't be doing this, you know. But yeah, so it's whatever works for you, whatever is affordable for you, and whatever goes for your business. The last thing I would recommend, and again, guys, feel free to throw things in the chat box. Greg, we're just doing a quick overview of Pam's site real quick, and we're inviting everybody to list things in the chat box if they'd like to give her any kind of feedback or information. The last thing I would recommend is to find similar pregnancy sites that have affiliate programs.
Oh.
And the reason is not only because you can become an affiliate for them, but also a lot of times what people will do is they'll look at a site and they won't copy the site, but they'll copy the format. So for instance, and I apologize because I don't have any, well, we can do it as a group actually. So let's see, maybe pregnancy affiliate. Okay, so then here's one, Mom's Starting Out Hard. So she does have an affiliate program, and we will just click on this to kind of see what her homepage looks like. So then what you could do is, of course, keep your same banner. You could word things differently, however it helps you. But you can kind of see how she kind of has the latest things that she's done here. You can kind of get ideas for your site from that.
Okay.
So I would definitely look at other sites that are in the same niche and think about that when you are thinking about your overall look. There's splashes of color and things like that. Yeah, but that's all I have for right now. No worries, Greg. No worries. I have a whole story for you too, but you know how that goes. I always have a story. So yeah, so that's all I can think about. Otherwise, I think it's a really great site though. And honestly, if you saw the site that I started with, this is so nice. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, great. And I would really also, if you feel like you can or you want to, Kelly McCausey's Love People Make Money Facebook group should have information on that PLR implementation hour. I don't attend it, so I'm sorry I don't have the link right offhand, but I know though that she teaches people how to not be PLR hoarders and things like that. So I think she's another good person for you to kind of bounce things off of.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute you up. It was really nice getting to know you today, Pam.
Thank you. Oh, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed it. And if you need anything, we have free resources over at usplr.com on the right-hand side.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, before we move on, let me just throw this out there, guys. So, Greg, don't feel bad about being late because I jumped in here at like 1:56. And it's because I have this little Chiweenie, and because she's awful. That's the reason. That's in a nutshell. So basically, you let them out right before your meeting so that you don't have any interruptions. And she decides that she doesn't like me anyway, so she just decides she doesn't need to hear me when I call her. And she makes me hobble outside, and it's a whole big thing. My husband says Chihuahuas have like 20 muscles in their ears so that they can ignore you better, and I think it's very true because she's awful. So don't feel bad. Carol, well, actually, I hope you don't mind, Carol, but I'm really itching to talk to Angel. We haven't seen her. Miss Angel, can I unmute you today? Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How's everybody doing?
Everyone is doing well. I've missed these things. I know I had the pneumonia at the end of 2018, and then I had kind of been sick, and then I had emergency surgery last week. So it's
What?
kind of been, I know it's been a whirlwind, but I'm really grateful to once again be getting better. And it's just good to know that, how sometimes, especially I feel like we as women, something is wrong, but you kind of push through it and keep moving.
Yes.
And I'm kind of learning that some of the things I was pushing through were like pretty serious. So it's good to know that I wasn't being a baby. It was like, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
serious things going on. So
I
yeah,
totally get
I'm
it. You
happy
poor thing. What an adventure. My gosh.
to
Wow.
exhale.
Yeah, right? Like meditation, like 5 count breaths. Oh my gosh. So since you're just getting back into the swing of things, for anyone who hasn't had a chance to connect with Angel yet, she has done some really great guest blog posts in the past couple months. She's done a lot of stuff she should be really proud of. And uh, basically, if you do you I don't know if you have any of your links handy, but I'd love to share them with folks if you
Well,
um,
so being the I guess not. I'm actually not an overachiever because the things the ideas I have in my head, I fall way short. But I actually have new things still to report.
are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh my
because
gosh, I was going to totally let us ride with what we talked about last time. That's amazing.
no, yeah, because when this will, I don't know, take it how you will, but when the first day you come back home and all the drugs in your system, so I'm just on my laptop, like, like I'm fine, and I've had my phone. So I last year I published an anthology, and it was an Amazon bestseller. We were in the top 100 for 2 weeks, and the top 10 for a few days. And this year, I'm actually doing another one called Purpose and Profit.
Wow.
And so I've been promoting that, and then um, I I have a retreat coming up in Rome at the end of next month, March.
Oh my gosh, Angel. That's wow. Oh my gosh. That's that's pretty exotic. Like that's really nice.
Well, it's also online, right? Because like I get it. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I get that not everyone is like, oh yeah, I'll meet you in Rome, so you can also attend online, but it's being hosted in Rome.
That sounds so cool, Angel. Very good. That's so neat. Do you have a link for your top 100 anthology that you can share with us?
Yes, and it was, I was so honored because recently, someone contacted me on Facebook and she was like, I'm doing a YouTube review of your book. Is it okay if I use your image? And I was like, of course. What else do you need? Like, do you need my license?
Right? I
I
oh,
felt, I felt so, I felt so honored.
you should. You should. You're like a boss. You should be really proud of yourself. That's awesome. Um, Pam wants to know what kind of retreat it is. Greg says congratulations to you.
Thank you. So it's a purpose. It's called the theme for this season I'm in right now is purpose and profit, and it's really building your business model in a very strategic way. So you are making money because my story is I didn't make money for 3 years because I just wanted to help people. So it's about building a strategic business model where you are able to make money, but you're doing it in a very ethical way where you're helping people every step of the way, and you're also getting to do the things you enjoy, because I feel like so often when we become adults we're like, oh yeah, when I was younger I liked to color or draw or paint or this or that, and then you feel like you need to suppress it to make a living. And when you actually combine the things you enjoy, which is what I do, you get to serve people at the highest level because you come across natural instead of salesy because you're just doing what makes you happy. And then they get to benefit from what you're providing. And so I'm just going to take people through the blueprint of how to create that.
That's really cool, Angel. Very good. Now, did you, I know that way back when on another seminar you did, we were able to get like an affiliate link. Do you have any kind of links for anyone who may want to, do you have an affiliate link? Let me put it that way, in case anyone wants to join electronically. Hey, Jen.
I'm super bad with affiliate links. I have the regular link, but if anyone my affiliate link would just be half, right? So if anyone, if you know of anyone who wanted to participate in the online retreat or the in-person, you would just get half. I need to do better with making, thank you, Carol. I need to do better with making affiliate links.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I tell you what, if you have the other link handy, please feel free to share that with us. But if at any point in the future you feel like you have the desire to promote, of course, through an affiliate link, please let us know, because you do some really interesting stuff, and I do think that that folks enjoy reading your guest posts and hearing you speak on blog podcasts and that kind of fun stuff. So Jen says never mind, poor Jen. So I guess we're not going to call on you today, man. Poor thing. So Miss Angel, is there anything? That's a lot of stuff. Is there anything else we can chat about today? Or is that about?
Is that all?
I mean,
is that all? Just that I was really grateful to host right before my surgery. I hosted my first in-person event of the year. It was my business boot camp, and I was really grateful at how well it went.
Good job, Angel. That's amazing.
So
that's a whole huge big thing in itself. So Rome is like a big thing in itself, and then the book
excited.
Is a big thing in itself. Yeah, I'm excited for you. I never know what's going to happen when we talk. So.
And also, the way I built my retreat is that anyone who attends online or comes, they'll also be an author in the book. So they'll have months of promotion to help them as they implement, the blueprint that we create for their business. So I'm super excited.
You should be. That's really cool, Angel. Wow.
Thank you.
Now, just so you know, I'm going to be sharing the link for your Amazon book tomorrow in our email. I assume that's okay?
It is. And the next time, God's willing, I come on, I will have affiliate links. I will.
No worries, honey. All right, man. So is it okay if I go ahead and mute you up?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It was great talking to you, Angel. I'm so glad that you're feeling better. You've been
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I've been thinking about you, trying to, you've been in my thoughts. So good. I'm happy to hear you're getting your groove back. All right. Just so everybody who was here last week who heard Jen tease me when I lost my voice and I sounded horrible, Jen's not going to talk to us today because supposedly she had some dental work done. So we're just going to let her slide today. Miss Carol, did you feel up to talking today? And please feel free to let me know in the chat box. All right, ma'am. Hey, Carol, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Tuesday, right?
All right.
So, do you have any wins or anything you want to talk about this week?
I'm just kind of plugging along. I'm working on the organizing of my PLR based on what we did last week, which was really helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Trello I have a high, what's the term? It's a learning curve that's tough for me, but eventually I'll get Trello and be comfortable with it.
I totally understand. You know, like, I don't remember if I said it last week, but I like had the account for years before I even touched it because my business coach was like, hey, you should do this. And then I was like, okay, you know, but now I love it. So
did it take you a little while to feel really competent?
It did. It did. So like the first couple of times that I used it, I knew that she used it. I learned about it in a mastermind kind of coaching call. I just it didn't like resonate with me at all. And I just kind of felt like it was clunky and whatnot. But when I did private coaching with her, then she was able to kind of explain it a little bit better to me and kind of help me have my aha moment, so to speak. Is there anything like in Trello, like would you like to ask any specific Trello questions? Would you like to share, would you feel comfortable sharing your board and asking questions? Or, I mean, is there anything specific with Trello I can help you with?
There's really nothing specific. I just have to spend more time.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Maybe by next week I'd have a question. I used my some PLR and did a new blog post with some affiliate links for products in it. So I'm working on it, on little things like that.
Good job, Carol. Very good. And for anyone who's newer to our calls, Carol actually runs a great site called carolbrusiger.com. Did I say the last name right?
Brusiger.
Brusiger, sorry about that. And I will drop a link, or if you feel like you can drop a link in the chat box, Carol. She does have some free resources over there. Some great free things that people love to pick up whenever we talk about them. People come and grab them. Pam, I do see your question for Angel. I'm sorry, I'll get to it in I'll get to it when we do our wrap up. Or Angel, you can just go ahead and throw your answer in the chat. So Ms. Carol, I can show you that like now that I've realized, like started with the Trello thing, I don't just use it for my PLR. I also use it to kind of organize my life. And I know we went over that a little bit last week, but I have a home board now because I've gotten so addicted to it. So like I can see this happening for you too, as you get more comfortable and more familiar with it. But even like little things like changing the background like made it easier for me because it started with that standard blue background that's kind of too in my face. Like this something like this subtle pink made it much easier for me to kind of play around and figure stuff out. But yeah, and you can always, shoot me an email privately if you ever want to or need to for any of that stuff.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ma'am, you're more than welcome. Is there anything else we can chat about today, or I think we're pretty?
Thank you.
Sure. And I might just remind our audience too about your freebies on your site tomorrow. Is that cool, Carol?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
Thank you.
Great, sure. Hey there, Greg. Would you like to talk today, or did you want to lurk today? Either way is totally okay. Can you just throw your answer in the chat box for me, please? Cool. All right, Greg, I'm going to unmute you. Hey, Greg, how are you? Hold on, let me unmute you again because I don't know what I'm doing. How are you, Greg?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, can you please let me know, like refresh my memory a little bit about where you are in the whole PLR game? I know we had a really good talk a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I was just looking back at that, and one of the things you wrote back to me was about, you said to remind you, and we could ask the folks that are on the webinar whether the Instagram handle should be your website address or something different.
Thank you, Greg. That's right. That's right. I am so glad you see. This is why I have people remind me, because I can never remember anything on my own. All right. So yeah, guys. Does anyone else use Instagram? Greg is setting up his Instagram account. It's going to be his business account. And what we're trying to do, Angel says she loves Instagram. So what we're trying to do, Angel, is we're trying to figure out, like, for Greg, what the easiest way is for him to set his Instagram account up. So what I've done, what Greg and I were talking about is I use my use PLR, because my website is useplr.com, and that is my Instagram handle. And when I hashtag things, I hashtag use PLR as well. So does anybody else have any suggestions about using Instagram for business and what they would suggest using as the handle? Whether it be a portion of the website name, or, a name that your own name, or if you're branding a certain way. Especially you, Angel, since you said that you like using Instagram. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on it, if you could. So while we are waiting for that, Greg, thank you for reminding me about that, because I know that we talked about something really important.
Yeah.
So did you have a chance to do anything with Instagram, or even like just the thought process, or who you might want to start following when you're ready, and things like that, or
No, I've kind of been hanging on figuring out how I should name it. I didn't do anything until.
No worries.
I guess I've been kind of waiting to figure out how I should call it. But just for the other folks, just so that they have an idea on my background, I'm in healthcare and I run my own practice. So the business itself has a particular website. I also have several other websites that are subsets. So as a bit of an example, is one of the things I do is acupuncture. So I have a separate, for the business, everything is listed on the main site, but I have a separate acupuncture website to try to draw business that way. I also am a hypnotist, so I have a separate hypnosis website to try to draw business that way as well. For my PLR, I'm going to be doing more of a generic healthcare website. And this is where we were talking about how I should name the Instagram. And I know I probably confused you, Rachel, in my email was saying I had several websites. So I thought I should clarify that for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't know if that makes sense or not, but.
Yeah, it totally does. And I'm gonna let you guys know too, in addition to that, and Greg, please correct me if I'm wrong, but Greg and I also talked about, when folks have more than one website, I recommend using what your big mission website is as your kind of your go-to. So for instance, if he had PLR on being a rock star, I don't think that his Instagram handle should be that. Rather, maybe this big website that he's creating that kind of encompasses all of his medical stuff. So yeah, guys, if you could please just give us some feedback. I know that we'd really appreciate it. And if we don't get any really great answer, or if we don't get any really great direction, then we can also poll the community too.
Can I?
Yeah, jump in.
So I was just going to say, one thing I've learned, and this wasn't the easiest for me, so I've had a plethora of business names, is that clear is better than cute. I used to I'd like to be clever, but people would have no idea what my business was. And so I would say it really, shorter is always better when you can. Like you see Diary of Entrepreneur Official, it doesn't always work to be shorter, but shorter is always better. And then clear. So whatever you use, like if there's a main site you use most, or your main business name that people already recognize and it makes sense, I would definitely go with that versus kind of like making something up that people can't find somewhere else. because it's really just about people finding you.
Great feedback. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And it looks like Pam said that she heard in a mastermind that using your business was more advertising for your business, which really makes sense. Do you have, we were talking about making the, I don't remember, do we have a name for the ultimate website, the big website that's going to be the more generic website, the kind of?
Yeah, I have it. I already have, I have the website.
Okay.
I already own the name, yeah.
Is it something you feel comfortable sharing with the group so that we can maybe try to brainstorm a handle for that? Or if not, it's totally up to you. It's, I don't like it when people feel pressured. So,
I put, because it's not really set up. So.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. No problem.
Can I say one last thing? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Angel.
Oh, this is the last thing. I was trying to type it, but it was so many typos. I was like, let me just say it. Also, no, even if you start now just to get on the gram, you can always change it. Like I started with Angel Santos, and then I changed it to my business, my first business name, and then I shifted it to my current business name, and it's the same account.
That's important. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, I think Greg. I'm sorry, Greg, go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that either, Greg. So thank you, Angel. I was telling Greg last week that I have like this business Instagram account set up, but I just post and get off. I don't really do much with it. So, but yeah, that's really great information. And do you have a personal Instagram too, Greg? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I'm not. That's, I guess, why I wasn't doing anything with Instagram, because I don't have a personal one. I don't have a business one. Okay.
I completely understand. So yeah, I'm with Angel. Let's get you any kind of handle. And I don't know if you can see it, but once you have your account up, Angel has her handle there in the chat box, if you can see it. And I'm sure that I know that I will follow you. And I would love to share it with our audience too. So even if you just want to make it your name for now, that's totally fine. Now that Angel's come and kind of saved the day with that piece of advice, I really appreciate that, Angel. And I believe that last week we talked also about finding others in your niche and looking at hashtags and that kind of stuff too, didn't we?
Yeah, I haven't done, pardon me, sorry. I haven't done that yet. But because a couple of opportunities to get in on some giveaway events came up, and so I sort of concentrated on getting a small journal done and getting that out and sort of setting up the website, for landing page and subscribing and things like that.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
So I fussed with that instead.
Yeah. It's so funny, isn't it? Because on one hand, you only have so many hours in a day, but on the other hand, it's so easy for those hours to get sucked up. I mean, I look at some days I'm in the office 8 hours and then I'm like, what the heck did I do today? So I completely understand. I just wanted to make sure that you have some kind of path forward, I guess, when you put your handle up. And I guess the only other real thing to say is if you could just shoot me an email when you have it, if it's okay that I share it with everybody, and we can definitely share it with the group. I can also share it on our journaling and planning Facebook group, which Jen is letting us use for our replays and that kind of thing. And that should help you get some traction too. The good news is you are in a niche that is going to explode for you once you start making those connections. So
lovely.
Yeah, because that health niche, I mean, that's like $1 trillion. I mean, that's huge. So yeah, I think that it's going to be really easy once you start making connections to find the people that you should be connected to versus the people who are just kind of a little bit interested. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, if you have any questions between now and then, let me know. Otherwise, shoot me an email when you have your handle. And I would love to share it. I'll share it with the group and I'll share it in our email. And give Angel a follow if it suits you once you have yourself set up.
Sure.
And
Certainly.
even guys, we're also taking suggestions on what you might want to learn about using PLR as far as to dedicate an hour to. So like, for instance, Greg, even if you like get in and you're like, oh geez, this is a little clunky, I don't really get it, and you want us to like dedicate one of our training sessions to helping you find the hashtags that you need and that kind of thing, we can totally do that. So yeah, just let me know whatever you need.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Of course, Greg, of course.
Can I
So
ask
I'm
one
good.
quick question?
Yeah, of course.
If you set up your Instagram handle as one particular name and then you do switch it, does everybody follow you? Like, does everybody transition to the new name automatically?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
That I do know. That I am smart enough to know. Because I didn't know so like, I don't know if you have Twitter or not, but like if I've changed my Twitter handle a few times, and yeah, you keep all of your followers. The only thing that changes is what they see when they come to your page. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I just didn't know that even. So, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Perfect.
either until I was like, hey, I should probably get a legit Twitter name for my business rather than having it be like Poppy Seed or whatever silly thing it was. So, all right, sir. Well, I'm going to go ahead and mute you then.
Thank you.
And yeah, sure, of course. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, guys. So it looks like that's everybody. Does anybody have anything that they want me to screen share or anything they want to throw out to talk about today? Also, just as a reminder, we are now doing our replays in Jen Brockman's Facebook group, Journaling and Planning for All. If you are not in that group, please join so that we can have discussions about this between our calls. It was Jen's idea. I think it was a really great idea because this way, if you guys have questions, like say, Greg, you have a question for Angel, since she's more familiar with the gram than I am, you know, that's a good place for you guys to be able to connect. Jen Brockman has a brag. She got her first planner published on Amazon. Very cool, Jen. So for anyone who doesn't know Jen, she runs planningaddicts.com, which is a PLR site. And she makes some really great PLR planners and journals. And so she doesn't just do it really well, but she also has another side of her business where she gives away PLR rights to some of her planners. So she said it took her a while to do it because of fear, which I totally get. But she got it done. Now she's working on more. Way to go, John. And by the way, she did that without being able to, are you on narcotics still? Are you on anything strong for what happened to you today? Well, good. Well, she did that with, you know, with all this other stuff, personal stuff going on. So congrats to you, Jen. Really happy for you. So, all right, guys. Well, that is, Greg says congrats, Jen. Jen said she just did some laughing gas and local today. Oh, man. Oh, Jen. I know, like, you know, I am the biggest baby. So, like, anytime I have anything done, even if I just have a cavity filled, I come home and I'm like, I need the big TV so that I can play my video game on Xbox. And I need my whole family to just leave me alone or not try to ask for the big TV. You know, it's just this whole thing. Like, I am the worst patient. So, yeah, they are pretty scary. I'm really glad that you came through it okay, Jen. Okay, guys, so we can wrap up a few minutes early today. And just as a reminder, we are looking for suggestions as far as things to schedule. I know that in the past, we were asked about making images, and I just wanted to let you guys know that we do have something in the works for that. Anything else that you'd like to see, any expert guests that you want to see, or anything you'd like me to show you on how to use PLR, please feel free to let me know. All right, guys, this is Rachel Youngson from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. Enjoy your week, guys. If you need anything, please reach out to me. Rachel at useplr.com. Of course, Pam, of course. I look forward to working with you. Sure, Angel. I'm so glad that you're feeling better. Of course, Greg. Of course. All right, guys. Take care.